This time on Norfolk Perspective, we're talking about the neuter scooter going to Berkeley. Manette Cooper is going to be honored here in Norfolk, and we can't wait for that. Philanthropy Day is coming up, and you're going to want to find out the important role that they play in our community. And fitness for Fido. Can you believe it? At the Botanical Garden. Stay tuned for some great stuff right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher, and I got two very special people here who I never thought I'd see on the sofa at the same time. Sharon Adams, the Executive Director for Virginia Beach SPCA, and our favorite Barbara Hayes, the Bureau Manager for the Norfolk Animal Care Center. How you doing?
Great.
Okay, you guys are working together on a very special project, but Barbara, I got to call you out. No animals today.
No animals today. Hopefully they're all down at the neuter scooter being spayed and neutered today.
Okay, I was wondering who was going to bring that up first. You know, this is a very uncomfortable topic, but a very important topic for us to be talking about. Tell me about the neuter scooter.
Well, it's a mobile surgery unit that the Virginia Beach SPCA has been operating now for 10 years. We go to Suffolk and Williamsburg and the Eastern Shore and to Berkeley. We go to a lot of neighborhoods in Norfolk with it. We were spaying and neutering at the Virginia Beach SPCA 20 years ago and are delighted. We have a great partnership with NAC and have had, not just with regard to Berkeley and the neuter scooter. So this is just one among the many things that we're doing. We're doing an adopt-a-thon together this weekend as well. But we identified in Norfolk, along with the city, the targeted neighborhoods. And the advantage of a mobile unit is that you can take the services to the community, and that's what's really important. So we are delighted to have a grant that enables us to provide free spays and neuters for dogs and vaccines in Berkeley. We have a wonderful partnership with the Friends of Norfolk Animal Care and Control that adds some vaccines for the cat population, and we've just been told that we're going to be able to do some cat spays and neuters in Berkeley as well. So we are targeting Berkeley. We've been walking it, canvassing the neighborhoods. We've been to civic league meetings. We've been to churches. We've been to task force meetings. We're in that community getting to know folks and delighted to be serving them.
Because getting the pet sometimes is the easiest part. And then there's the responsibility of being a responsible pet owner.
Right.
And vaccines and taking care of spay and neuter is really an important part of the formula. Barb, we've talked in Norfolk about really trying to get that balance of increasing adoptions and really trying to keep the population. So how does that strategy work?
Well, it certainly helps us, and as Sharon said, we do have a wonderful partnership with Virginia Beach SPCA. For every animal that's spayed or neutered, that is potentially fewer animals coming in and needing the services of the animal shelter. And so for the animals that are already in our care, they can have a longer amount of time in order to find a home. We're doing less running around and trying to catch up if we can stop the faucet from dripping, as they say, and that allows us to concentrate efforts on fewer animals and hopefully drive more adoptions for the ones who do find themselves homeless.
Okay, so with the Animal Care Center, we are an open center, so we have to accept anything that comes to the door.
Yeah, we accept about 6,000 animals a year, everything from traditional dogs and cats to rabbits and chickens, and we've had goats and pigs. We take anything and everything, so it's always a challenge, and it's always very exciting and very interesting every day.
Now, you know, I think it's because interesting when we think of our region, we think of one municipality with another municipality with another municipality, but this is really a great opportunity to work in tandem together.
Well, we've worked in Norfolk for 48 years, the Virginia Beach SPCA has, because we also are an open admission shelter by choice. We're a private shelter, but we choose to be open admission. So we don't turn our backs on animals. If you present an animal to us, whether you're a Norfolk citizen or a Richmond citizen, we will accept the animal. And so we have a
because it's an animal that's looking for, it needs a home.
Yes, that you may relinquish your animal. People drive to the Virginia Beach SPCA often because they're turned away from someplace else or because they've just chosen to come to us. As I said, we take a lot of Norfolk animals from Norfolk citizens, fewer, I might say, since Barb has been at NAC, but we've always taken in hundreds of Norfolk animals every year. So it is in our interest for the animals in Norfolk to be vaccinated and spayed or neutered. We have both an ethical interest and a self-interest in making sure that these animals are cared for. And what we know is that if we can do that first thing with that owner and that animal, with a vaccine and spaying and neutering, we're increasing the likelihood that that owner will then take future responsibility for pet care for that animal. And that's what we want. We want permanent homes. We don't want animals on the street. That's not a good place for dogs or cats. And so we want to make it easy and accessible for folks to get the services that they need and that they're responsible for.
Now, in working with people in Berkeley, what kind of resistance are you getting? What are the barriers for having your dog?
Well, the barriers are similar in many neighborhoods. We work in a lot of neighborhoods.
I'm sitting here thinking of a few,
Well,
but we won't go there.
There are people, we've done a lot of programs with with the Navy, for example, and a lot of folks think they can make money by breeding their animal. And so if you are somebody who's living on the margin or who's looking for another source of income, so you look at this animal, you think, oh, what's the big deal? I'll just let it breed and we'll sell a few puppies and no harm, no foul. The problem is folks don't have any clue how complicated that is, how expensive, and how increasingly unlikely it is that you're going to get any money for the puppies. That's the first thing. Second thing, there is a bit, and we talked about this, Bob, of transference with men especially and neutering their male dogs.
I didn't think I was that obvious.
They're a little
about it.
insecure in some way. They get confused. And so we have to do a job talking to them also about the health of the animal being improved by spaying or neutering. And the third thing, which is something we're focusing on in talking to the citizens of Berkeley and other neighborhoods, is dogs that are spayed or neutered, particularly male dogs neutered, are safer. They're less aggressive, they're less likely to roam, they're less likely to bite. And so we're looking for safe neighborhoods, safe dogs, and part of making that happen is getting these animals sterilized. So we focus on that as well as just the fact that it's better for the animal.
Well, I want to thank both of you for everything that you've done to really bring good information to the community, but also taking action so we can make a difference in the community. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to be honoring, and I'm going to have a special opportunity to talk with Minette Cooper. Stay tuned.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Maybe you should go to your shelter and get a mature dog who will make your blues disappear. How's that for tricks? I got picked. Wow.
Welcome back. Well, one thing I discovered, it's not just about Minette Cooper, it's about collaboration. So, Michael Carey Williams, the Executive Director for the Young Audiences of Virginia, how you doing?
Very well, how are you?
And this really is a special time for young audiences, isn't it?
It truly is. It gives us an opportunity to celebrate what we've been doing for almost 60 years now, which is providing the arts to schools, museums, libraries, parks and rec centers, really serving the arts to preschool through 12th grade students throughout the state of Virginia.
Now, I've got to say, Mike, I'm going to call you out on this because normally when Young Audience is on, you've got really cool guests coming on. The last time there was a guy that played a saw.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, you've topped it, though,
We did.
with having, and I'm going to say it once because I just saw it written here. I've known you for years as Minette Cooper, but now I just discovered it's Betty Minette Cooper.
Betty Minette Cooper. I was named for my mother and my aunt.
Very special. Mm-hmm. Now, which one was which?
My mother was Betty and my aunt was Minette.
Okay. And you followed in your mom's footsteps a lot,
Yeah.
didn't you?
And she was a wonderful pianist, and she never really played professionally, but she was a very fine pianist just the same. And I wanted to be like Mama, so I wanted to play the piano. And I begged and begged and begged to please take lessons, and she finally said, well, if the teacher will take you, I'll let you go. So she took me to a lady, and she said, I'm not going to take a 5-year-old. I said, I can read.
Could you see the keys?
Oh, yeah, I could see the keys, but she wanted to know I could read the music. So I said, well, I can read. I can read letters, you know. I'm reading books all the way through. And she said, okay, I'll take you. So I used to go, and it was on Saturday afternoon, my lessons. And as I would come out, my mother would be listening to the opera on the radio. And so I thought the opera on the radio had always been going on forever and ever. I didn't know it was about a year old at that point. But it was wonderful because I felt like I was part of the music community of the United States. I didn't feel I was just in a small town of 30,000 people. I was in a big community of the United States. And music seemed to me to be a language that everybody could speak and you could bridge everywhere.
You know, when you tell the story about being I can see it, because that's you today. I mean, when you set your mind to something, you're going to do it, right?
Yeah, I generally manage.
So why the arts? You could do you do everything already, but why specifically
the arts are the way of communicating feelings, communicating real ideas, wonderful ideas, of communicating cultures. They bridge everything. And there's so many kids in today's schools who simply don't learn just by language or by numbers. They learn through the arts, they learn through sound, they learn through participation with their hands, and you have to be able to get that message to them. So I don't want to prevent kids from not having an opportunity to really learn, and the arts are one of the best ways to let them do that.
Hear, hear. Now, I mentioned this was a collaboration. So, Janine Lindberg, how you doing?
Fine.
I got you down here as the gala committee, but that means you're in
Yes.
charge of the gala committee?
No. Fran, there are several of us on
Okay.
it. Michael's on the committee as well. But yeah, several of us have bonded together through this process.
So how is it? Yeah, I was going to say, tell me about the process.
Well, Fran had this idea, Fran Peterson, our league president, to honor Minette for everything she's done in Hampton Roads, bringing arts and music and other programs to school children. And so we're also celebrating our 60th anniversary. The Virginia Symphony League was founded in 1953. So we thought this would be a great, because Minette has been a longtime league member. On top of
former president.
And a former president, thank you. And then we went to Minette, and this is where, I have this other thing that weekend.
Yeah.
So then, Michael, were you brought on board at that
Marty
point?
was.
Marty was.
Was
Okay,
Michael
Marty
the other
Einhorn.
thing? And then I'll let you explain
Now,
that.
wait a minute here.
Well, young audience
Oh,
was
okay.
actually the other thing.
You see,
So we were, right.
Bob, it goes this way. I started working for young audiences in November of 1963.
Wow.
That is 50 years this year. I have a son who was, at the time I started, he was 2 weeks old, and when we end up in November, he'll be 50 years old. So
So you're throwing him a birthday party?
I'm throwing him a birthday party. No, this is a party to talk about something that has made a lot of sense to me and a lot of impact on my life. Because over the period of time, I started as the secretary, and then I was the president in 66 to 69, and then we needed somebody to take over the arts programming. And so in 73, I took over the arts programming and did the job that Michael just left. I did it for 15 years, 73 to 88. And I've been president X number of times. I'm on the national board, which is a very exciting opportunity. I mean, people like Wynton Marsalis and Richard Stoltzman are on that board with me, which is really nice. I like it a lot.
Wow. Hey, I can see there's a trio going. Bring
Yeah.
them on in. You can play the
And
piano.
Yo-Yo Ma's the
right.
third.
There we go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
That would be cool.
Very exciting.
Because you all already have that collaboration, even, right, between the
Tell them
youth
about
and the young audiences.
the program.
Well, for many years, we've actually had a program existing between the Virginia Symphony and Young Audiences of Virginia. The program came out of an opportunity to really share the arts with children in a deeper, more impactful way. What we do at Young Audiences is send out to all of our classical artists into middle school and high schools, which our funder, Minette Cooper, underwrites and supports. And those programs are seen by every high school and middle school in Norfolk. We prepare them and get them ready to experience the symphony. So then we basically turn them over, and the school system, the Norfolk Public School System, has been the third partner who's not here today, but they are extremely powerful in getting the message to the teachers and to the students and prepare them for the evening at the symphony. So they will go to a regular symphony concert and have the experience that you and I would have in the same evening, preparing them where to clap, where to applaud, what's appropriate to wear, but also just to enjoy the preparation process for what they will experience that night.
Okay, the event is, we've been so wrapped up talking to each other. The event's November 2nd at the Yacht Club.
At the Norfolk Yacht and Country Club, and it's at 5:30, and we want everybody to come.
And it's going to be one heck of a party.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
it's going to be a great
Absolutely.
party.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want to miss it.
Well, I got to end on that note. Who can top that note? Thank you for everything that you've done over many, many years
You're very welcome.
in supporting the arts and in supporting the community. And thanks for what you guys are doing to kind of keep it going for us, too.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yes,
November
thank
2nd,
you.
be there or be square, right?
Yep.
Isn't that what
You
they
got
said?
it.
Thanks a lot. When we come back, we're going to be talking about what it means to be a giver. Stay tuned.
Conversion of water into food.
You may not be able to make food fall out of the sky,
It really works!
but you can fight hunger in your community. Just visit feedingamerica.org and become a hunger helper.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. In the last segment, I mentioned find out more about what it means to be a giver. And I think I've got a giver with me. Kitty Sham, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Now, I've got you down as the Executive Director of the Virginia Beach Rescue Squad Foundation. However, you've got
Correct.
another hat on today.
Yes, absolutely.
And that hat is?
I want to talk about a great event coming up the beginning of November. Well, actually, it's the middle of November. November 13th, we're going to be celebrating National Philanthropy Day, which is not just a local celebration. It's nationwide. That day has been designated as National Philanthropy Day. But here in this region, the association that I'm affiliated with, Association of Fundraising Professionals, celebrate that day by having a luncheon to honor not only the fundraising professionals in this area that do a lot of hard work to make our community a better place, but also to celebrate the philanthropists in our area, not only individual philanthropists, but corporate, children that are doing philanthropy, individuals, and so it's a huge celebration. We started this luncheon as a luncheon about 4 years ago, and we have grown from maybe having a couple hundred people at our luncheon to well over 500 people that come from all walks of life, all types of givers, and all organizations. It's really a fun event. It is.
Well, I know when I hear the word philanthropist, and I try not to say it that often because I bumble over it.
Yeah.
I think Rockefeller, I think Getty, I think all the other ones.
Right.
And Minette Cooper, who was just on the show.
She is. She's one of our very dear philanthropists in this area. She's done so much for the arts, especially the arts in this area.
And what's really cool, when I think of local philanthropists, I also think of activists. I mean, they tend to put not just give their money,
Absolutely.
but they play an active role too.
Somebody finds a passion. I mean, you could say that about Bill Gates. You could say that about your neighbor around the corner who loves the Boy Scouts, or is real involved in his church, or is very passionate about the homeless shelter. So you find your passion. Minette's, you could see her passion was the arts and music, and not only of her treasure does she give, but also of her talent and her time, which is what makes a real philanthropist.
And for those that are watching this segment, it's not that you have to have millions to give away either.
Absolutely not. I mean, philanthropy could be the biggest, actually, this is kind of interesting, the biggest gift anybody will give, the average person will give in their lifetime, is usually a bequest, something in their will. It's not something that they'll give in their lifetime. But, you know, the average gift is something like, I would say, $50. I mean, you know, you have, when you look at the big givers, you're thinking, wow, but most people, the majority of giving comes from individuals that make smaller gifts. And this country is the most generous in the world. We know that. But we also have the culture of philanthropy. A lot of countries in the world don't have that culture. They come to view us and sit over our shoulder and discover you're doing this as a private citizen. This isn't something that your government's doing for you, or that it's not a service. It's kind of interesting to have other cultures come and view us as kind of doing something very odd in their world.
Well, we just had a delegation from one of our sister cities in Russia come.
Right.
And we were talking about Old Dominion, and I shared with them, John Broderick was on the show last week, and he talked about the $10 million donation that was given to encourage entrepreneurial. And it's like, wow, you know, because it's not just the federal funds. Or speaking of that, not everybody can give a $10 million gift.
Oh, absolutely
but
not.
what about in today's environment with what the importance of the giver
Right. It's extremely important today, and I think it's going to become more important as our government, whatever it's going to do in the next few weeks, is going to try to, for the good and bad, try to reduce the amount of services that they do in order to get our deficit or whatever in order. But the third partner in this is going to be the nonprofits, the people, the communities, and the organizations that fill in that void that the government just can't do comes from that. And as those funds retreat, the nonprofits are going to be out looking for more funds to help fill that in. I mean, the homeless and the hungry people are not going to go away.
Okay, we got 30 seconds left.
Oh, dear.
Here's
you
the
got to
drill.
tell the day. Okay, yeah.
November 13th.
Right.
Sell tickets.
Yes, yes, and you can go to the website. I think it's going to be up on your screen there, and there's still tickets available. And you can also still do sponsorships. It's going to be Maurice Jones, former editor of the Virginia Pilot, who's now a bigwig in Washington.
Yeah.
He's coming.
But he still comes home.
He's coming home. He's going to be our keynote speaker. We're going to honor people like Macon and Joan Brock, Ferguson Enterprises, Landmark Foundation, across the spectrum, EVMS. All of these organizations are going to be considered our outstanding philanthropists in our area.
So what better way to show our appreciation for those givers,
right,
but also to really learn how it all ticks, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, Kitty, I want to say thank you to you for everything that you've done to kind of make those connections,
thanks.
to kind of keep the nonprofits alive, and say hello to your other connectors.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks a lot. When we come back, we're going to be talking about fitness with Fido. I think I'll go with Fido instead of fitness, but we'll talk about that. Stay tuned.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives, and now we have gone to the garden. How's that, Kelly?
There you go.
Kelly Welsh, Public Relations Manager for the Norfolk Botanical Garden. You are always on the show with special guests in that, and you brought a real special guy with you this time.
We're here with the Norfolk SPCA, and this is Carson. And he's just adorable. He's been very friendly and sweet. So.
I thought you were going to introduce Michelle Williams.
Well,
That's
Michelle
okay.
too. Michelle too.
No, Carson has been charming everybody in the studio since he's been in here. And why did you bring Carson with you then?
Well, I'll leave that to Michelle.
Well, we have a great event with the Norfolk Botanical Garden. It's called Fitness with Fido. And it's the one day of the year where you can bring your dogs out to the garden and walk around and not only enjoy the garden, but get, fit with your dog.
That's true. Hey, Carson, there's a lot of trees out there, too.
That's right.
Trees. Oh,
Yes.
we won't talk about it. Does Don know that dogs and trees?
Yeah.
And that's okay out there?
And he's adoptable, so the SPCA will have other dogs there available. So.
Awesome.
That's
And that's going to be on October 26th.
Yep, it's a Saturday, and hope you come out. It's included with regular garden admission, and then members, we're asking for a Fido fee of $5, so you can't beat that. It's a really neat event. This is the second year.
So you don't have to hide Fido in the trunk.
No, please don't do that.
Okay,
my goodness.
I got to ask you, because I know the people out at the garden, and they take their flowers and their plants and their trees pretty seriously.
Yes.
How did you talk them into doing this?
Well, we have a guided 2-mile walk that leads to a doggy park. So we sort of are guiding people in a certain route.
Oh, okay.
And we had it last year, and people were very conscious of the plants and respected that. And it turned out really well last year. It was really, really cool. So.
Okay, now as you know, I've been on this fitness program.
Yeah, I know.
So when you talk about 37 pounds.
I know. You look
So when you
awesome.
talk about fitness, do we have to run with them in that? Or do you have to?
No.
Just getting some exercise.
Yeah, you take your time, you walk. There's lots of vendors. There's going to be food. Twisted Sisters is going to be out there. They made a doggy cupcake last year, so I'm hoping they do that again. Music and all kinds of stuff. So it's a great day to just spend some time with your family and Fido.
Okay, now you're not talking to the cat people then, huh? No cats?
You know what? Cats really, I don't think they would really appreciate what we're offering. You know, this really is designated for the dogs.
How does that
It's
work
a lot
for
of
you
fun.
guys? Because I mean, you live with cats and dogs in one building.
Well, absolutely. We love both. We do different cat events, dog events. You know, this one, Fitness with Fido, is being presented by Capital Group. And so, you know, the dogs are really ones that like to walk on the leash, not so much with the cats this year. So.
In fact, I saw there was a cartoon about the cat park versus a dog park.
That's right.
And everybody was looking up in the trees with the cats.
That's right.
Let's talk about this pooch, because he is just absolutely precious.
Yes.
And in the first segment, we were talking about that balancing between really trying to encourage people to keep their pets, but if they can't, then make sure that we can keep adoptions up. And that's
Absolutely.
really what you guys are all about, right?
It is. The Norfolk SPCA is a private no-kill shelter. So Carson was a rescue. He was originally a surrender, and then we transferred him into us. So he will have all the time he needs to find that forever home where he's going to be happy and loved, and he'll be there hopefully for the rest of his life.
But now, how long have you had him?
He's probably been in the shelter with us about a month.
Okay. Which, if you think about it, you know, it's much better to be at a home.
It
On
is.
a sofa.
It is, absolutely. But, you know, at our shelter, they get blankets, they get toys. We take them out back. We take them for walks. We have something called Takeout Tuesday, where the dogs go out into the community and walk out and see people and greet people and meet. So our staff loves our animals, you know, as much as possible. And we do everything we can to get them adopted, even if it includes a little bit of training.
And it's obvious that he's been very used to being at home.
Good.
Yes, he is.
And being around people. Yeah, he found you. Actually, I was afraid he wouldn't be on the show because I thought Minette Cooper was going to take him.
That's right. Well, you know, he sat with you a little bit,
I know,
too.
but I'm trying to stay at a distance. Kelly, tell me, okay, so you got this October 26th from 9 to 4.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, when you're there, can you kind of see, are there some holiday lights coming up?
There are some, if you come out, starting any day, we are starting to put up light displays. The guided walk, I don't believe goes down that route, but yeah, it's already starting. The holidays are right around the corner. So
what's your favorite Christmas carol, huh? Are you singing the Christmas carols while you're putting the lights up?
Yeah, I don't think you really want me to sing.
Now, they light up for when? What's the date for that?
We have the Million Ball Walk that starts Friday the 22nd through the 27th, which is the day before Thanksgiving, and then the Dominion Garden of Lights, the drive-through portion, starts Thanksgiving night through December 31st.
So you guys are really becoming all about fitness. Fitness
Yeah.
with Fido, and then
Yeah, the Million Ball Walk is a great event to walk around and see the lights. It's a different experience. But
well, if you got a Fido, bring him out to the garden on October 26th and walk with him. If you don't have a Fido, go get one.
That's right.
And
yeah,
walk in the
absolutely.
garden.
It helps both of our organizations. So.
Okay, thanks a lot. We want to hear from you what you'd like to see on TV 48, but more importantly, what's going on in your neighborhood. Give us a holler at 664-6510. And as usual, it's a wonderful time to be in Norfolk, just because of you, and you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.